I don't know what time it is in a cold front are going with itself. Yes, cold front are going with itself, Jamaica.
Bluetooth mode.
So we have to warm up. We have to warm up, Jamaica. We have to warm up. Sir.
A corrupt government cannot liberate. If the head of the stream is corrupt, a corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also. I do not support corruption. Corruption takes money away from children's education. It deprives hospitals of basic necessities. It means that roads are not fixed. Corruption deepens inequality. It siphons off taxpayers' money to make a few cronies richer with political connections instead of benefiting the people. This government has been doing everything it can to weaken and undermine the Integrity Commission, which is an institution that I designed as Minister of Justice and brought the legislation to Parliament to fight corruption in this country. I have said it before and I will tell you again. Jamaica cannot move forward without a government built on integrity that embraces principles of good governance in this country.
True. May I get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Right into it. Let me play the tape. Now listen to this.
Welcome back. Continuing the news. Persons who have identified themselves as volunteers with the Ministry of Labor and Social Security are describing the program to assess damage to households affected by Hurricane Melissa as ad hoc and disorganized. The volunteers have raised concerns about the integrity of the assessment process, pointing to instances where the work of different teams has overlapped in some areas. They say this duplication has created confusion and raised questions about the accuracy and coordination of the damage assessments. Kirk Wright has the details.
The volunteers have complained about what they describe as scant regard shown to them by managers of the program at the Labour Ministry in Kingston, adding that poor communication and a lack of clear direction have hampered their efforts.
We are basically like victims of Melissa. We are attending to people who are victims of Melissa, and to see the devastation that they face, and we too on the ground are facing this devastation.
They claim in one instance, a program administrator largely dismissed their attempts to register their dissatisfaction with how they were being treated.
The powers that be, the coordinators and the persons in the office, they don't care zero about volunteers, to the point that I heard that one of the managers in the office blurted out, them a volunteer. So because you are volunteering, any old thing goes. You don't sign anything to say if you are damaged or anything, they will be compensated, they will take care of your medical bills. Nothing.
The individuals question the expectation that they should complete the task in a timely manner when many hours are passed before they're assigned their daily duties. They say they've had to traverse hilly and sometimes treacherous terrain to reach the affected household in the boiling sun with not even a first aid kit.
Persons have been working in different areas for months, since November, and they were only given a little snack bag in the morning, and they were given a bottle of Gatorade, and they were given, like, you're given some small cool water to drink. You don't get any protective gear. We were told that we will give some type of things to identify us, vest to wear. That never happened. When rain is falling, We have to be out there in the rain with, and we're supposed to be, we have to mash up one of shoes we have to wear and mash up. The amount of people lose them clothes and shoes since them start doing volunteering, it's unbelievable because they don't give you nothing at all to equip you to do the job that you are doing. Some of them, when the people in the country, they're used to, they're kind of living here. But when they tell you, okay, there's another house around the corner or down the road here, so when they're telling you that it's actually 1 mile or 2 miles that you have to go to another household or another family, and we are traveling right around different communities.
While the program nears its end, they say the number of volunteers have dwindled significantly because of what they refer to as inhumane conditions they're forced to work under. They say reports that the parish of St. Anne has been properly assessed is in question because repeated trips to attend to that parish were cancelled. They say for the program to be wrapped up at month end is senseless because its disorganized nature has led to many of the affected areas not being visited by them. When contacted, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security said it's preparing a response. Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
Cold front, Celine, cold front. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the platform. I'm going to ask you, please, to, as you are here, first thing you do is hit the like button before we start. It helps the videos to get out in the algorithm, so just please do that for me. It's free, ladies and gentlemen, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything, okay? Also, for those that want to support monetarily, the donation link is pinned. Dear, how you doing? The donation link is pinned right there. We have the Cash App, we have the PayPal, and we have the Zelle. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I get that out of the way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy that you guys are here, even if you are Labourite, because we have to have some serious conversations. Even if you're not political, you don't hold aside. This right here says very serious. 3 months, my good people. 3 months after, we are over 3 months now. 3 months after Hurricane Melissa. Things are so bad that the people within that has volunteered for the Ministry of Labour's activities in terms of assessment has come out very, very strong. And you know, it's very interesting because I remember something that Andrew Ones said that we have to go back to before I go forward again. Because you see, with this administration, you really have to go back, you know, and listen to the commitments, and then the promises and the commitments they make, and then look at the reality and of what is actually happening on the ground. And I think it's the best way for you to make an assessment or for you to grade their performance. So let us go to Exhibit A, ladies and gentlemen. This is a clip from CNN with the Prime Minister before, how are you doing, Angela? With the Prime Minister before Hurricane Melissa actually fully left. This was October 28th, I believe. Let me see. Before I play the tape, let me look at the date. Just for reference. October 28, 2025. This is Andrew Ones. Alright, this is Andrew Ones, October on CNN. And let's listen carefully to his words before we go to the reality of what's happening right now. Alright?
Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness. We spoke with him last night. What a day it has been. Certainly, Prime Minister, thank you. What are you hearing about the impact of the storm? What kind of reports of damage are you getting?
Well, just as you've heard from your previous two guests, that the corridor of impact would have been in the southwestern end of the island, St. Elizabeth, parts of Manchester, parts of Westmoreland, and then heading to the northwestern end of the island, St. James, Hanover, and parts of Trelawney. It is clear that wherever the eye of the hurricane hit, there would be devastating impacts. And the reports that we have had so far would include damage to hospitals, significant damage to residential property, housing, and commercial property as well, and damage to our road infrastructure. But I think that, we have mounted a very credible and strong preparation and recovery strategy, and that will help us to ensure that our citizens who may now be facing hardship, they can have confidence the government will be able to reach them immediately after the storm is passed.
Yeah, I mean, when do you anticipate?
The man said the government would be able, they have a strong and credible recovery strategy.
Housing and commercial property. But I think that, we have mounted a very credible and strong preparation and recovery strategy. And
they have mounted a credible and strong preparation and recovery strategy for Hurricane Melissa. That's what Andrew Owen said on CVM. And because of that, they'll be able to reach the people that are most affected immediately after the storm. Ladies and gentlemen, let me play something else for you. 3 months after, I'm going to have to big up Shaka. Let me send this, all this. Are this someone? If you are hungry, yeah man, this one. Let me find it on TikTok. See it yeah?
Lot of people.
See it yeah?
All over the world support different
Listen to
parties.
this.
And Jamaicans in the diaspora, you have GLP supporters and you have PNP supporters.
Listen to this.
Hear me now.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me now.
Yes.
If your father is a wealthy man and have enough money and you are suffer, you're hungry, you live out a door, a tapal in the house stuff, and your daddy loaded and not give you no money, and watch your 2, 3, 4 months of suffer, would you say that your father is caring about you?
No. I wouldn't say that.
And I said,
I wouldn't
say this, my people. All the people who have been affected by Hurricane Melissa. I'm gonna go very slow. I'm gonna take down this.
Listen to this.
The government of Jamaica. Don't listen to people. Listen to me.
Listen.
The government of Jamaica, within days after the hurricane,
yes,
could have put back a roof over everybody's head.
Good.
Before December.
Right.
You hear me say?
Listening up.
The government, the Andrew Holness-led administration, was in a position.
People more wanting to get in a pen and paper, Yeah, man, more wanting to get in a pen and paper. I'm not going to be long, but I'm going to be surgical. Get in a pen and paper. Listen to the facts. Listen.
To put back shelter over everybody who lose their house and lose their roof before Christmas.
Right.
Now, why didn't they do it?
Good question.
And when we said they were in the position, Sister Tanya, people might say, Brother Leaford, Farmer, how you know say the man did have, or you know say the government have money? Because I see GLP bloggers and broadcasters saying that the government never have no money.
Listen.
All right. Listen to this.
Received US 91 million from the Caribbean Catastrophe Insurance Facility, CRIF, one of the largest payouts ever made in the region. And then we had US $150 million under the catastrophe bond, triggered immediately based upon thresholds. In addition, We had US $208 billion available through the IDB's contingent credit facility for rapid liquidity support, which was upside to $100, and US $42 million scaled to US $84 billion available on request under the World Bank's catastrophe deferred drawdown option. Madam Speaker, this totals approximately US $662 million in liquidity that was available almost immediately following the hurricane.
Listen, 662 million US dollars them have almost immediately after the hurricane. Yep. When we see some clown out there, I said people must wait and the government have no money. You know, a set of dummies. You know, just come on social media and run off on a mouth. You know, not worthy. You all are not worthy. The government of Jamaica. Do the calculation. That now include the donations, you know. Let me touch it back again.
Touch it again, my general.
And this was said in the parliament. You hear him say, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, this totals approximately US $662 million in liquidity that was available almost immediately following the hurricane.
But with this, anybody from the government reach out?
So, ladies and gentlemen, 662 million US is like $94 billion in Jamaica. And let me say that again. $94 billion in Jamaica. Now, to this issue now with our, so we are set up presidents now. Andrew Owen said they have a preparation strategy that will be able to help the people immediately after the storm. Get to them. We know so many people suffer even throughout December. That immediately something that I don't even know what I'm talking about. That in itself discredit to him, I say. Right? But in terms of the money, they had the money, like what Shaka said, to actually help the people and put a roof over their head. So all those people in Westmoreland and all those places, I want you guys to understand. I want your family members to understand the amount of money that the government had. One of the things that they did, ladies and gentlemen, they used their emergency procurement to give out contracts to people to do cleanup. But they didn't have any intent or even considered or even gave out any emergency funds to put the roof over people's heads. And I'm going to ask you, don't you think it's reasonable that some emergency to put a roof over their head, especially the most vulnerable? I've been screaming this since last year. The mothers, the elderly, the single mothers, the elderly, and also the special needs community in that area. In all those areas that were affected, the special needs community, they could have done something for them through the money that they were given. Right? They're gonna say, oh, you know, we need to make sure that we have them have ID and them have proper this and proper that. But you don't have no proper procurement for emergency funds to give contract to a friend them, and even politicians that are in parliament, right? That are in the government, that is a part of the government. They were given monies, emergency monies, not proper procurement procedures wasn't followed, and they were given monies, right, to do cleanup. So cleanup is one thing, but what about restoring people's lives? People's hopes were shattered, and the government had the money, ladies and gentlemen. They had the money, but they decided to what? Hold back the money. So you're telling me after 3 months, people still have not gotten help? People actually traumatized. You're absolutely right. Crowned by him. People are, My God, some people probably are, I'm not even probably, a lot of people contemplated suicide. And you're telling me that this government is a caring government. 662 US million dollars was available almost immediately. Immediately after the storm. Right? And then this report comes out yesterday, or the 29th of January, from TVJ. Let's go back to it again. Listen to what the volunteers are saying.
Welcome back, continuing the news. Persons who have identified themselves as volunteers with the Ministry of Labor and Social Security are describing the program to assess damage to households affected by Hurricane Melissa as ad hoc and disorganized. The volunteers have raised concerns about the integrity of the assessment process, pointing to instances where the work of different teams has overlapped in some areas. They say this duplication has created confusion and raised questions about the accuracy and coordination of the damage assessments. Kirk Wright has the deep.
So, duplication. Duplication, really. Ladies and gentlemen, it is, I see a pattern here. I see a pattern here. Who remembers the nurses and the conditions that they said that they were working in? Silver Ice, big up. Who remember the nurse them? The nurses came out and they said, listen, this is inhumane. We have to be resuscitating people on the floor, right? So there's a pattern here with the Jamaica Labour Party and their style of government. There's an actual pattern, and it's being exposed because it's so nasty that people are coming out and bawling out. I want you to listen carefully to the words of the people, just like the people in UHWI that have written letters documenting what they have experienced, right? Listen to the people.
Details.
The volunteers have complained about what they describe as scant regard shown to them by managers of the program at the Labour Ministry in Kingston.
You mean the Labour Ministry that Pernell Charles Jr. heads? Okay, continue.
That poor communication and a lack of clear direction have hampered their efforts.
We are basically like victims of Melissa.
Oh my God, the man said that they are victims of Melissa. The persons that volunteer to help the victims have become victims. What can go so much like the nurses in the hospital, in Cornwall Regional, right? That are there to help victims have become victims of the administration. What can go so? Are you noticing a pattern here, ladies and gentlemen, with this government and the way how they govern? Listen more.
We are attending to people who are victims of Melissa.
Right.
And to see the devastation that they face, and we too on the ground are facing this devastation.
They claim in one instance, a program administrator largely dismissed their attempts to register their dissatisfaction with how they were being treated.
You hear that? That's another characteristics of this government. A characteristic of this government. What do? When people come out and they voice their disagreements, right? And their concerns, they dismiss them. When the Auditor General come out and say there's money unaccounted for, and there's a duplication in the in Andrew Wallace's office in terms of his pet project of the social housing program. Nonsense! I reject that. I reject this. He doesn't go. You know. Let me see. Let me see. We have to look into that, and you know, we're gonna take on the Auditor General's recommendations to make sure that there isn't even the appearance of something like that happening in our ministry. You understand what, you understand the difference in that answer versus I reject that. And then even attacking the lady as if she doesn't know and doesn't know how to do her job. Right? That is the what we call it now, the characteristic, the characteristical approach of the Jamaica Labour Party. They are bullies. They are dictators. in themselves, that's what comes out. So even the persons that work around them, right? If the head of the stream is the way it is, the entire river will be also, it's like osmosis. It seeps into them, ladies and gentlemen. Right? So hear the man, listen to this.
The powers that be, the coordinators and the persons in the office, they don't care zero about volunteers, to the point that I heard that one of the managers in the office blurted out, them a volunteer. So because they are volunteering, any old thing goes. You don't find anything to say if you are damaged or anything. They will be compensated. They will take care of your medical bills. Nothing.
Wow. So the government who failed the people of Jamaica in moving with alacrity, in moving with alacrity in helping the victims of Hurricane Melissa, was blessed, ladies and gentlemen, by good citizens of this country that volunteered their services to help in the assessment. And you're telling me that in the office of Ministry of Labor, Colonel Charles Jr., you're telling me that according to this gentleman here, that, you know, people are being treated in the manner that, sure, we're not volunteer. We're not germs. You see me? We can't get more volunteer. Like that are the energy of the people might get from management. This is how you guys operate, JLP. And everybody at the life on own. Because this is not the first time. Belinda, how you doing? Crystal, how you doing? This is not the first time. Henry C, how you doing?
The individuals question the expectation that they should complete the task in a timely manner when many hours are passed before they're assigned their daily duties. They say they've had to traverse hilly and sometimes treacherous terrain to reach the affected household in the boiling sun with not even a first aid kit.
Mighty God, when I hear this, so, oh my gosh. First of all, they were late in starting their assessment. And they promised us a timeline in which to finish the assessment. You remember when Colonel Charles Jr. come out? Right? I know we are hearing from the persons that are volunteers that they are not being given the proper equipment to finish their assessment in the time when it was slated for them to finish. Wasn't there a press conference where they were hailing the volunteers, some of them for even working in the rain? Let me tell you something. Encouragement strengthens labor, you know. The least you can do is equip them with some proper gear. Shoes, proper shoes to traverse those terrains and all them places there where them have to go. The people them have to walk miles. Cause you know somebody hear them really stay around, you know. See them, you know. God bless these people for volunteering. And you're telling me that the government is not facilitating them properly. Them supposed to pamper people and give them everything they need to be as comfortable as possible in their volunteerism. What kind of government agency, government ministry actually deters people from volunteering? They treat them so bad that people don't want to volunteer. How cruel can you be? And then I have to question whether or not they really want these assessments to be done in a timely manner. Because actions speak louder than words. If you are going to tell us you want this to be done at this time, I would think these are volunteers, so them not get paid. The least the government can do is to make sure that they get the proper equipments and they are facilitated to do their job as fast as possible. Isn't that a solid argument, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't that a fair conversation? I don't think that is too much to ask. Do you? Do you guys and people on TikTok help me out? I need to give Sir fund. I remember say we need to get the likes them up to 50,000. At one point I had like 90 people watching. Wanna help me, man? Tap up the screen, man. we're not talking nonsense over here, right? We are giving proper context and conversation, and we are holding the government accountable. We are holding the Ministry of Labour accountable. Colonel Charles Jr. and Jonas accountable. Ryan Campbell, what are you doing, my brother? Right? Because this is foolishness that is happening. And guess who suffers? The same people that we have suffered a long time are waiting to get help. Right? And then to make matters worse, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how this government really is a backward, back of the class, evil, wicked government. And that is not an unfair statement. Nobody can tell me nothing. Let me tell you why I say that. They kept a function to give away 75,000 to or 500,000 to some of the victims then. How much it costs to keep the function together? Over $6 million. You're telling me that 6 million. How much can come out of that? That $6 million they couldn't give somebody, some people who need help. Hey, thank you so much, the distinguished truth. You're telling me that that $6.something million that was used to do this big elaborate function, cameras and everything, to show people who you give the money. Instead, all they need is proper documentation, you know. You don't need to do no big soiree, you know, to give one little bit of people some money, you know. That $6.something million could be split up into how many, I don't know, divided by about 15 more people and give them some money. I could do the calculation. Right? Let us do the calculation, ladies and gentlemen. 20 more people, could I get some money, you know? Right? Instead of do this 6 million, 6.something million, call it $6.5 million. Zine, Jamaican. And divide that by 20. Mighty God. 325,000. Wow. Hold on there. Divided by 40. 40 persons could have gotten $162,000 if people are lined up for $20,000. And this a person have come out from my something there. Mark Golding is not the government, they stink. Right? Mark Golding is not the Prime Minister. If he was, people would have gotten help already more than what they're getting help. Trust and believe that. Because he's a man for the people and he cares for the well-being of the people. Right? So, 40 people could have gotten $162,000 if people are lined up to get $20,000. You're telling me that them couldn't give 40 more people $162,000? Put your 100 people, Jamaica. I'm going to show you something. Put your 100 people. 100 people, would I get 600? Hold on. Sorry, my bad. No. Hold on. 100 people, would I get $65,000? 100 people, would I get $65,000? If people are lined up for $20,000, you're telling me instead of spending $6.something million to put a function together to give away money. By the way, who got that contract? Which one I want to friend them get that contract there? Which one I want to friend them bring in trucks with tent and this and all these lights? Which one I want to friend them, Andrew Honest, in a government get that contract there to do the function? Which one I want to friend them? I would love to see the procurement for that contract for that function. Did our tax dollars pay for it? Good evening, Colleen. Yes, Mark Golding is not the Prime Minister, Dan. Richards. I am Redeem, how you doing? Some Mara say, long time Mark would have would do that long. I'm telling you, Mark only would have been, oh my God, man. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. I am waiting for God to intervene, and I know prophetically by the year 2027, before or by the year 2027, we will see a righteous leader in this country. Thus saith the Lord. And I'm telling you, I want you guys to remember all the pain and suffering that we're going through right now. Right? I want you guys to remember. That's why I'm documenting it. These things will be documented. These arguments are documented right now. And you're going to see how a real leader that loves the people actually deals with the people. You will see a real government, how they deal with the people. $6 million for your function. Come on, man. You know, let me see. I'm going to try and find out how much people. Let me call ABR, because I was watching her video, you know. Let me get some of the details. I'm going to call her. Hopefully she available. I'll make sure so you go subscribe to ABR News, you know, and Colin Bell. And also a word and a verse on TikTok. Freedom Reign TV on YouTube and TikTok. Make sure you subscribe to them here, people. Atafa Press, Andre, Talk Your Mind, Dre Bryan, everybody, Pastor Ricky, ABR News. Me live, you know me I watch a video earlier with the situation with the function where they might give us some money and thing. You have any idea how much persons was actually granted?
20, that's what I heard.
So you're telling me that they gave away $75,000 and $500,000.
Yeah.
All right, so you're telling me that they had a function for 20 people, and the thing cost $6 million to keep.
Yeah, between the function and them printing all of them little cardboard fake check there.
So, mighty God. So hold on there. Me I don't want to look at maths, you know, because I'm on the live and I don't want to look at maths. Wouldn't you say it would make more sense for them to use the $6 million and give 100 persons $60,000 when needed?
Of course. It makes more sense, yep.
Because remember, said the man them do a thing what they and the line is so long, people are tear down the place with $20,000. So it's clear so people in a desperate need. Me not understand. You really 20 people alone?
20 people.
Jesus.
I remember say, no, they not start give no assistance to even some of the field people them were out there and do the assessment.
I eat me a talk about for the live right now.
Not this brother.
Me even yo, me head hurt me. Me actually have a migraine right now.
Get where them say them vote from. I don't know brother.
20 people?
Initially the info that I got, them say them did a cater for elders and disabled people, and somebody apparently change up the list. So chances are a good of them people them will support them will vote for them. Yep.
Jesus. Wow. Wow.
I want to St. Elizabeth. Politics them a play, brother.
Oh God. Wow. All right, mama. Thank you.
All right, brother. Bless you.
Yeah, man. Jamaica. What me fi say? If the people in love themselves, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. 20 people. Let me move on here, man. I've made my point. Fire Marshal, big up yourself. Prophet Fire Marshal, thanks for the repost. Thanks for sharing and liking, guys. Yeah, man, we need to get to 50,000 likes on TikTok. We never get it before, but I like to get it before me leave. Alright, let's continue.
Persons have been working the different areas for months, since November, and they were only given a little snack bag in the morning, and they were given a bottle of Gatorade, and they were given like you're given some small cool water to drink. You don't get any protective gear. We were told that we were given some type of things to identify us, vest to wear. That never happened.
What want to do with all that money, President Charles Jr., Andrew Honest? Why are you guys having volunteers working for the government that one allegedly don't have proper identification to make it clear that they are the ones doing the assessment, and two, no safety gear? Where is all the money that you guys, the 662 million that you got immediately, no name tag, immediately after the storm? 662 million US dollars. I will not even talk about the donation they want to get, because that's not a part of it. That is not a part of the 662 million US dollars, 94 billion Jamaican. Only no short of money. So why is it that these people never got the proper gear according to them? All we hear is that they are going to make a statement. Wow. Wow. These people, God have to remove them. Because calling for their resignation, they have no conscience. They act and operate as if they're untouchable. Nobody can move them. You know, may I play the tape before we go back to this? Let me play this. Oh, I'm going to tell the Father God help me. Help us.
This up and ask yourself, Jamaica.
Help us, Father.
How did this?
Help us.
Not if Jamaica is to because Jamaica is being changed. Jamaica is being transformed. And by or before 2027, we will see a new Jamaica emerging. Not completely new, obviously, but there will be major turning points. One of them, finally, we will be led by a righteous Prime Minister. And it might seem like a pipe dream. I'm smiling because those of us who are able to see in the realm of the spirit, we have some interesting developments coming this year that will trigger changes politically, which will take many by surprise, because there are those who think that they are around forever and they can stay as long as they want. We shall see what we shall see. That's all I'm going to say. We shall see what we shall see. So apart from the intensification of judgment, which will come in different ways, not just natural disasters, but God will also use external intervention in the affairs of Jamaica. I'm going to say it one more time. God will use external interference in the affairs of Jamaica in order to set things right. Since
what you say, Empress, mighty God,
we have leaders who think nobody like them, and they have put themselves in power through corrupt practices. We have a system of election where...
Colin Bell, me have a teeth one day a while ago. Tola! Listen to this. Big up Colin Bell.
Order to set things right. Since we have leaders who think nobody like them.
Yeah.
And they have put themselves in power.
Yeah.
Through corrupt practices.
Aye.
We have a system of election where persons are to be duly elected.
Right.
And they corrupt the system.
Oh!
So what God is going to do is going to use other means of displacing them. Watch and you will see.
Yes.
External intervention in addition to continued disasters of different types. So we shall see what we shall see. This is going to be a pivotal year which will pave the way for what will manifest in 2027. So we continue to pray the process through.
Wow.
This area
Jamaica
went on into a lane.
Jamaica, when you hear that? True corrupt practices. When people say a thief, then thief election. Oh, September 3rd, God. Why you think them always talk about September 3rd, God, a long time? Them conscience are bite them, ladies and gentlemen. They know within themselves that they are the illegitimate government. You think them don't know? They know. You hear what I said? Now, Empress 13 does throw a monkey wrench in the conversation right now. Empress 13 said she watched a video, one new movie named Jamaica Doom with a hell of a tsunami coming over the island. Mighty God. Yo, let me tell you something. Them people are not easy, you know? Them people are named Hollywood. Them not easy, you know? It come like everything's scripted, brother. What are the odds of the money man make one tsunami at what? Empress, you want to call in and tell me how that one they go? You want to call in and tell me oh that one they really go? Oh the tsunami and the earthquake start. Like what really go on? What really go on? People like up the video for me, man. We have over 100 people watching on YouTube. Like up the video for me, man. Press up the like button. There's a thumbs up button. Here, so if you watch by your phone, one thumbs up symbol, you press it and then it open up. Open up the options there. What we say, The Simpsons? Yo, my goodness. Sheesh. So, make them think someone. Them untouchable, man. Make them think them untouchable. Make them go and fool themselves and think that them untouchable. Yeah? Not so. No Sankey don't sing so. Right? No Sankey don't sing so, ladies and gentlemen. God is in control. Back to this.
When rain is falling, we have to be out there in the rain. We're supposed to we have to mash up all the shoes we are wearing and mash up. The amount of people lose them clothes and shoes since them start doing volunteering it's unbelievable because they don't give you nothing at all to equip you to do the job that you are doing. Some of the people in the country they're used to their kind of living here. But when they tell you, okay, there's another house around the corner or down the road here, so when they're telling you that, it's actually...
We have Deb and Empress. You have Empress. You have Deb and you have Empress 13. Yes, Patsy. God's in control. You hear the man them say them lose all them shoes on them something. Even them shoes, them clothes, mash up. Just to do the job. A volunteer job, you know. You're telling me that the government, with all these millions of dollars, never consider to facilitate them in any manner? Ladies and gentlemen, come on, man. Better than that, man. Better than that. Better than that.
1 mile or 2 miles that you have to go to another household or another family. And we are traveling right around different communities.
While the program nears its end, they say the number of volunteers have dwindled significantly because of what they refer to as inhumane conditions they're forced to work under. They say reports that the parish of St. Anne has been properly assessed is in question because repeated trips to attend to that parish were cancelled.
Want to hear that? St. Anne, according to them, St. Anne was properly assessed. But the people must say, no, that's in question. Because several times they were supposed to go there and it was cancelled. So is the Labour Ministry giving out disinformation and misinformation where that is concerned? Hi, Rasbin. Why is it still ringing? Can you hear me? I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, go ahead.
It wasn't a movie, it was an ad. I was watching something on YouTube today, and an ad came up, and it was advertising a new movie that is coming out. Yeah, a new movie that is, I believe, is out now, called Jamaica Doom. And basically the picture of it was just a tsunami and the word Jamaica Doom.
Yo, the name of the movie alone is just very specific.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. What are we doing?
They're gonna send it.
Wow.
Just like them send Katrina, them going to send our boyfriend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's in their movie. Once it's in their movie, you know it's gonna happen.
Wow.
They're telling us. They're telling you. They're telling you this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I really need to look that up right now and see if we can find a clip. Jamaica Doom, the new movie. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is insane. Thank you for the heads up.
Okay, mate. Take
God
care.
bless you. Big up Empress 13. Listen, Arthur says the road to Old Spanish Town Bridge needs repair. Arthur, the roads in Jamaica need repair. Some worse than some. Listen, we have a road crisis, you know. They admitted that, you know. We also have a healthcare crisis, you know. What other crisis is happening in Jamaica? I think there is a skilled worker crisis as well. Yeah. There's an education crisis as well. Man, listen. Wow.
They say for the program to be wrapped up at month end is senseless because its disorganized nature has led to many of the affected areas not being visited by them. When contacted, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security said it's preparing a response. Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
So, hold on there. This is not an official movie. Somebody just put this together, man. Sauce Times. And most of the shit I talk about, see the Jamaica Doomsday.
Byron, really look like your life? The old fool try to attack me with knife. I kill that. Byron drank too much beer, man. That's in the past now.
AI this, you know?
But see my future there. Come here now, Elisa.
Yo, them man have skill your friend. Look on the AI.
Hello, pleasure to meet you.
Aye, pleasure to meet you too. So Carla been on a late. Next you meet Elisa. Abena, remember?
No, Patsy, listen. Let me tell you something. I know that people are scared when they hear about the warnings. But I think you guys are taking a backward approach. What you should be scared about is not getting a warning and it happened to you like that. That is what you should be scared about. Imagine if there wasn't the prophets and the apostles. And one day, one rocket fall out of the sky, right? Drop in the ocean somewhere around Jamaica, cause one earthquake, and then a tsunami 1 hour after. Chances of you surviving are going to be extremely low. Now that you have gotten a warning from the prophet and the apostle, you can prepare. And they told you how to prepare. They told us how to prepare. Right? No, but that's what I'm saying. God is sending the prophet warn. They are not calling down doom on the country. God send the prophet to. This is what the prophet's job is. There are some things that cannot be reversed. And if you're really looking into it in a party, look at Jamaica. The lodge has taken over the country, it appears. Like the other day I was listening to Mystic Sensation, right? And Mr. Ed Boy was on there. Big up Ed Boy. And Ed Boy was talking about the same situation with the lodge member them from in the government and who are shrine all type of something. Not my word. You understand? And how them have their people all over, even in the police force. And when one lodge man do any crime or get in any trouble, the other one them cover for him because them in the position to do it, him or her. Right? At them argument them here. You understand what I deal with? And I've long heard about lodge men. You have lodge houses in all major towns. You don't know that? Where them go worship like a church. You don't know that? So if it is indeed that lodge men are going out of our press, if it's indeed that lodge men are run Jamaica and them in the police force and the government, spiritually we in a trouble. Because them are worship Baal. Them now worship God Almighty, the God of Jacob, the God of Israel, the God of Moses. You understand? They are not worshiping that God. They are worshiping Baal. They are worshiping in the underworld. So we shouldn't be surprised if police officers in a lodge. We shouldn't be surprised when they see, here say human trafficking are going. The amount of drugs and guns where pass through and come to the country. We shouldn't be surprised. It seems as if there's a real massive criminal syndicate in Jamaica. And it starts from the government. The PSOJ. You understand? The major families them will run Jamaica. And they say it's starting up. Because no local get a youth can organize them things. What going on in our country right now? No local get a youth can organize this. We don't have the money to do that. Right? Tisa, we don't have the money to do that. Bukati, we don't have the money to do that. Colleen, we don't have the money to do that. So, how is it that we're going to get out of this situation? That's why I say, and I agree with the prophet them. Our battle is not physical. It's not carnal. You understand? I really wish the Jamaican people would get up and take it to the streets peacefully. I really wish they would take it a step further. I really wish that they would recognize the situation that we're in and lock down this country by not going to work and really sacrificing for our freedom. All of the health worker them, all of the police them, the good one them, all of the taxi man them. No movement. Stall, stop, done. Tourists come to Jamaica and they are Jamaica and the whole I shop they lock up. Everything locked down. 2 week, 3 week. Demanding the resignation of Andrew Holness. Demanding the resignation of Christopher Tufton. Put anybody police, Daryl Vasto. Where the boss them there? Where the boss them there? Patsy, you definitely right to the people they need to repent. The prophet then tell us that is what is needed. The entire Jamaica need to repent. And because that's not going to happen, this is why the disaster is coming. Because the leadership won't repent. Uno sister, the leadership, they have been telling them for 9 years, we need 3 days fasting, prayer, and repentance. We haven't gotten that yet. We don't see it happening yet. What is? Oh, why do I do this for my TikTok? You don't leave me alone on TikTok. What not trouble me for? But they I start talking and move on and go like say me still. Right? You say green too? Yes, fly green too. Him need to resign too. You're absolutely right. Fly green needs to resign. Your foot still cold? Oh. Fly green needs to resign too. No movement there, shower labor right. Me say, I'm not telling you, hey, Jamaica don't want a real place. But back to this, ladies and gentlemen. This right here, so from Andrew Holness was a pivotal statement that we almost never forget. When he went on CVN, and not on CNN, sorry. And he said this.
We have had so far would include damage to hospitals, significant damage to residential property, housing, and commercial property as well, and damage to our road infrastructure. But I think that, we have mounted a very credible and strong preparation and recovery strategy, and that will help us to ensure that our citizens who may now be facing hardship, they can have confidence that the government will be able to reach them immediately after the storm is passed.
Yeah, I mean, when do you anticipate you would be able to get rescue repair crews, electricity restored to some of the hardest hit parts of the island?
Well, in the eastern end of the island.
So, according to him, they'll be able to, deal with the recovery process very, very smoothly because they were ready. Now you can use this and really judge the entire administration response to Hurricane Melissa. Yeah, man. You can do that. And you will realize, ladies and gentlemen, that no, actually, you guys failed the people of Jamaica. And that's a fact. They failed them. 100%. And even now, we're seeing, for those that are just coming in, let me play this phone one more time. This is a TVJ news break. Listen to this.
Welcome back, continuing the news. Persons who have identified themselves as volunteers with the Ministry of Labor and Social Security are describing the program to assess damage to households affected by Hurricane Melissa as ad hoc and disorganized. The volunteers have raised concerns about the integrity of the assessment process, pointing to instances where the work of different teams has overlapped in some areas.
So the volunteers are questioning the integrity of the process. I want you guys to remember that the integrity of the process of assessing. Ladies and gentlemen, do you think that we're going to be witnessing another situation where we have overlapping? Where friends and family and loyal labor right supporters will be fattening their pockets of these grants coming out of the Ministry of Labor? Do you believe that we will be seeing that? Do you believe? See, me can get out of our press. We just want to confirm something. If no article, no, if no article out there. Yes, should be our work. Yes, should be our work. Yes, should be our work. Not credible.
They say this duplication has created confusion and raised questions about the accuracy and coordination of the damage assessments. Kirk Wright has the details.
The volunteers have complained about what they describe as scant regard shown to them by managers of the program at the Labor Ministry in Kingston, adding that poor communication and a lack of clear direction have hampered their efforts.
We are basically like victims of Melissa. We are attending to people who are victims of Melissa, and to see the devastation that they face, and we too on the ground are facing this devastation.
They claim in one instance, a program administrator largely dismissed their attempts to register their dissatisfaction with how they were being treated.
The powers that be, the coordinators and the persons in the office, they don't care zero about volunteers, to the point that I heard that one of the managers in the office blurted out, them a volunteer. So because you are volunteering, any old thing goes. You don't sign anything to say if you are damaged or anything, they will be compensated, they will take care of your medical bills. Nothing.
The individuals question the expectation that they should complete the task in a timely manner when many hours are passed before they're assigned their daily duties. They say they've had to traverse hilly and sometimes treacherous terrain to reach the affected household in the boiling sun with not even a first aid kit.
Persons have been working.
No, listen. So, there's a lack of communication from the Ministry of Labor to the volunteers. So, their time is being wasted, one. Time is money, too. And then secondly, they are not getting the proper safety equipment. Not even a first aid kit. Like, them give them some water and some snacks. Yo, let me tell you something. The way out this government operate, I would never like to work with them in any voluntary way. I would never take up myself and want to be close or associated with any member of the Jamaica Labour Party. I'm say that without water in my mouth. If them can see this happen in a them ministry, in a them government and in a them ministry and in a them party, and them don't have the bravery enough to come out and say no. We do not operate with this standard and this level. Call out who to call out. Be very, very clear. Philly Yardy, what you deal with. Be very, very clear about it, man. Yes, watch fully. You know, say, to be honest with you, that is a reality, unfortunately, in Jamaica, where people see see the Jamaica Labour Party as a gang. You understand? People actually see the Jamaica Labour Party as a criminal organization. That Andre Stevens' life can be threatened. And don't get it twisted. Andre Stevens' life being threatened is my life being threatened. Is Mystic Sensation life being threatened? Is every single social media journalist that have an opposite argument to the government life being threatened? I don't know how people can support a government like that. I don't know how people can support a government that does not come out and denounce when members who support, people who support them, who are known people by them who support them, who come out and make threats online, and they don't come out and condemn those actions. You think them don't hear it? You think them don't see it? You think them don't watch Andre Stevens' show? They know full well what is going on. They are very aware. But, ladies and gentlemen, there is hope in the Lord. You hear what I said? There is hope in King Jesus. Hope in God. There is hope. There is hope in the Lord. There is hope in King Jesus. Hope in God. Listen to this.
Not if Jamaica is to be changed, because we know Jamaica is being changed. Jamaica is being transformed. And by or before 2027, we will see a new Jamaica emerging. Not completely new, obviously, but there will be major turning points. One of them, finally, we will be led by a righteous Prime Minister. And it might seem like a pipe dream. I'm smiling because those of us who are able to see in the realm of the Spirit, we have some interesting developments coming this year that will trigger changes politically, which will take many by surprise, because there are those who think that they are around forever and they can stay as long as they want. We shall see what we shall see. That's all I'm going to say. We shall see what we shall see. So apart from the intensification of judgment, which will come in different ways, not just natural disasters, but God will also use external intervention in the affairs of Jamaica. I'm going to say it one more time. God will use external interference in the affairs of Jamaica in order to set things right. Since we have leaders who think nobody like them, and they have put themselves in power through corrupt practices, we have a system of election where persons are to be duly elected, and they corrupt the system.
Aye.
So what God is going to do is going to use other means of displacing them. Watch and you will see. External intervention in addition to continued disasters of different types. So we shall see what we shall see. This is going to be a pivotal year which will pave the way for what will manifest in 2027. So we continue to pray the process through. This area went on into a lane. Yes.
So, all of them politicians were corrupt upon borrowed time here. Yeah, man. If you not too bad, I don't think you're not too powerful. You're no more powerful than God. Yeah, man. If it's extra, because the system in Jamaica is so corrupt, you know. Them have everything locked, you know. This is a prophetic word from the apostle, you know. Praise the Lord, sister, so let it be. Because Jamaica cannot continue with leadership like this. we will never be prosperous, we will never have peace, we will never have real productivity in our nation. We will always be subservient to other nations if you don't have a righteous leader. You understand? We need a leader that is of clean hands and pure heart. Yes? A righteous leader. God knows who we have in store now. We just wait. Original youth, we are dealing with. We just wait. No, these people are selfish. These people are, you're absolutely right about that, original youth. These people are selfish. Did you guys listen to the press conference with Mark Golding when he said that immediately after the storm when he went down to a certain area that was affected, and him say him see a politician with trucks and I clean up the place with fiend truck them? Big government contract. Yeah? Potential skullduggery and corruption with the emergency procurement. You're telling me nobody else? Only never hear it. Come on, no man. Talk to me, man. Tell me something never hear it. Let me go feed. Oi, me tell you to say, only need to watch my program, you know. Only need to watch my program because these things are the things I'm going to point out. You understand? These are the things I'm going to point out. And I am at the point now where I am going to take my time with certain topics and I am going to continue to make sure say we replay them. Because teaching, the key to teaching is repetition. I'm going to replay them because we get to understand, say, the news is flooding us so much that it's coming out so fast that people are miss some key things that are going on in the news. That is what I've realized. You understand? Let me see, PMP Jamaica. No, my PDTV news one sound more louder. Yeah, female sound louder when they do the press conference. Alright, so where is it? Live. Alright. Press conference is right here.
How the matter develops in light of the report that we have, which is the Auditor General.
Recognizing Janelle.
Janella, your first question was already answered. I don't see the need to repeat what I said before. In terms of what the chips lie means, that would depend on what the chips are. I can't speculate at this point as to what may or may not arise. On the third question, I'm here. I'm doing the party's work, and we're going through a process of appraisal and making the necessary organizational decisions so that we will get past the line next time. We were very close last time. If you add up the 4 seats that we needed to form government, and the total margin of adding up all 4 seats between the parties was 1,097 votes. That's how close this election was. So we have a lot to be encouraged by, and we're going to be doing the necessary things that we need to do to make sure that next time around we cross the table first. In terms of the second issue, my concern is that the permanent secretary in ministry is a very senior permanent administration, which will change nothing to do with her as an individual. It's a pulse and what suits the power interests of those who hold power. We must protect the democracy of that. And that is why I said what I said in relation to that. And in terms of your question, I've had discussions with the person to whom you refer. Those discussions are not a report suggesting otherwise. And I'm not prepared to engage in any speculative change. And those things were an improper situation, then those taxes should be collected and whatever sanctions are appropriate should be imposed. I really
that position.
be available to in the spirit of a management committee within the party, listen. So yes, we have put in place a structure, created a new structure after Melissa, with a national disaster risk management committee.
Give me a second.
There's a chairman who's Fitz Jackson. There's a project director. who is the treasurer of the party, Senator Tisha Anderson. And part of their mandate is to ensure that there's full accountability and accounting for any relief that is administered through the party. So those reports will be prepared and will be made available in the appropriate channels. What I would say is that what we have heard is that there have been many billions of dollars of emergency procurement by the government. Emergency procurement means that there is no proper tendering and you don't know whether you're getting value for money. Now, I'm not saying that the circumstances didn't warrant using that procurement methodology. What I am saying is that the accountability for those resources becomes all the more critical. And we don't know what mechanism the government is going to provide to assure the public that those resources have received value for money. I remember arriving in Black River a few days after Melissa.
Right, yes, man. Make me go back. Because I have to make sure some record is recording purposes. On TikTok. I have to document this. Yeah, man, I have to document this, man. What am I going to say? TikTok funny. I come off a video and I try to make a video and it still I play the video. It's kind of weird.
Mr. Prime Minister.
Some people so worship the day to see if it's true. Look like a Cuba them head, you know.
Mr. Prime Minister.
What is?
We need an explanation why them American soldiers they don't have water front in our sea water. Yeah, I beg you, sorry, give me heads up and make we know what we feel look out for whatsoever, because me and my family, them
and two of them? Backside.
Everybody safety in Jamaica. So Mr. Andrew Wallace would I like you come out today and tell we our them marine the out in our water. Yeah, I beg you, please, sir. Just come give me an explanation why these soldiers, that American people, them in that put on a waterfront so near in Jamaica, them there. So Mr. Andrew Wallace, we need explanation and we need it right. Why them soldiers they did on a waterfront? Mr. Prime Minister, we need
Emergency procurement means that there is no proper tendering and any relief that and disaster risk.
To build back constituencies such as South St. James. We're still waiting to get some of that.
So ladies and gentlemen, the journalists them come at the press conference at the PMP and ask some really ridiculous questions. But it gave the opposition leader an opportunity to really point out something that he observed. Listen to this.
So, yes, we have put in place a structure. We created a new structure after Melissa with a national disaster risk management committee within the party. There's a chairman, who is Fitz Jackson. There's a project director, who is the treasurer of the party, Senator Tisha Anderson. And part of their mandate is to ensure that there's full accountability and accounting for any relief that is administered through the party. So those reports will be prepared and will be made available in the appropriate channels. What I would say is that what we have heard is that there have been many billions of dollars of emergency procurement by the government. Emergency procurement means that there is no proper tendering and you don't know whether you're getting value for money. Now, I'm not saying that the circumstances didn't warrant using that procurement methodology. What I am saying is that the accountability for those resources becomes all. That those resources have received value for money. I remember arriving in Black River a few days after Melissa, and I saw a member of parliament, not from St. Elizabeth, on a street corner. And when I asked, I was told trucks were being used for the cleanup. So there you go. From the day one almost, potential for nepotism, potential for persons getting the benefit of their inside connections was being manifest. And so I feel that this is very important and that I ask the media to ensure that they hold or try their best to hold those who are responsible for these huge resources being expended are held accountable for how it's being done.
So when you hear that, ladies and gentlemen, play it back. Hold on.
On a street corner. And when I saw arriving in Black River.
Yes.
A few days after Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a member of parliament, not from St. Elizabeth, on a street corner. And when I asked, I was told trucks were being used for the cleanup. So there you go, from the day one almost.
So we have to ask Andrew Honest, which member of parliament did have truck a clean up down at St. Elizabeth? And did the member of parliament get paid for use those trucks, or was it used voluntarily? And what was the contract and how much money they get paid? A sitting member of parliament. Yeah, tell me, say, when I couldn't find nobody else who have truck. And them alone have truck. And them alone could I get the money. Them now get money already. Mighty God. People, I have to make sure somebody document that. I have to make sure somebody document that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Me tell you no. The man there Black River and the man see a sitting member of parliament that is not a member of parliament for Black River in a Black River. So it clear say him come for the business. What was his business or her business? To chop them. To come move the debris. So you see all of them millions of dollars there? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. People is getting richer and richer and richer. After them done, I get 200 to 300% increase, you know. Can you imagine what the actual cost it is to use those trucks? Suppose you give them or her. Suppose the person who owns the trucks give them an elaborate number. An extravagant number. Partner draw. Partner draw. Partner draw. Partner draw. Dangerous times we're living in, ladies and gentlemen. Dangerous times. Dangerous times. Right? Because, let us be quite honest. How many of you believe that that process was fair and no skullduggery did not happen? How many of us believe that? Under Andrew Honest government. Has Andrew Honest given you the distinct impression that he operates in a manner of integrity? Yes, somebody's phone is ringing. We have it, a charge? Yeah, man, it's a ring, man. It's a ring. At least I have on the computer. Okay. Because I have my WhatsApp on the computer. Right? People, Jamaica is really messed up. It's really messed up. Really, really messed up. So, the same prophet them what them say, the prophet them this and the prophet them that. No better know say prophet them right here. Now, I see something in the news about the school front here. What is? Plantation Heights residents clear fallen trees at cold front brings strong winds. The breeze them the wicked for true. The breeze them from the cold front was kind of storm type of breeze. I saw a metal door literally be pushed from the wall, boom, like this. Yeah, man. The breeze them the dangerous for you. So if you see trees are dropped down, yo, I mean, it's not surprising. But we have to be careful because you can be on the road driving, you know, you can be in the bush, you know, and just be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen, please. Grasp alumina possibilities. Shock renews warnings. Cayman Islands 1 million. Hold on, let me refresh this. Something else must be in the green. Hold on. Jamaican nuclear prototypes within 6 years amid wider 2-decade time zone. What? Jamaican adoption of nuclear power could be 2 decades away, though working prototypes may emerge within 4 to 6 years, according to the professor leading the country's nuclear energy planning efforts, Professor Charles Grant, who chairs the working group developing Jamaica nuclear implementation roadmap. What? said the timeline follows the International Atomic Energy Agency's standardized approach for countries adopting nuclear power for the first time. People now hear this? Why Jamaica would really want to engage in that? What you want to do it for energy purposes so you can light up the place? Yeah, there's other options that is cleaner and actually less dangerous for us. These dudes are really looking to have a nuclear plant in Jamaica on these tectonic plates, on this earthquake zone. Yo, them money are mad, yeah, man. Oh, God almighty, them man are sick in their head. It's in the clean of 17 minutes. Let me show you. Let me show you on my phone. Let me show you. Let me see if I can open the article and read it. Hold on. Work with me. Come on now. Let's go. Work with me. Now work with me. 17. See that? See the Empress? See the TikTok? See that? Let's see if we can read it. You know, company. Let me see if it open up on the phone. 6. You want them to try go nuclear power, nuclear energy. Man, listen. I remember hearing them talking about something about some nuclear plant, in Jamaica, You think them man are really not nothing to do, Yo, I can't understand the government, man. The man them don't even build a STEM school, and the man them talk about nuclear plant and them something. Meds Boss Media, big up. No, man. I bet you never call me a while ago. Only if you didn't want me to talk to you while I'm alive. Long time I don't have live calls. So. People are genuine. Them only come round for the benefits. Buy myself a many things. Respect. You watch me on YouTube. Everybody on TikTok. You need to go to YouTube. General, me live, what you say?
Talk on Bolo.
There, man. When I make a video, kind of mess up the video a little bit, but that's cool.
It's alright, man. Do your thing when I call you back.
Oh, you want to talk on the live?
Well, if you want me to talk on the live, no problem. But I mean, like, the mail say I'm going down the right about now. It's like, that's me that do a comment on it,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking at one of your video that you showed me a while ago here. With the volunteers. Yeah, somebody say big man thing. It's like, why a government would I want to do something like that by using how much $6 million to put on a program to just give $20,000.
Thank you very much, my brother. Makes no sense. It makes no sense.
I mean, like, what the hell is going on in Jamaica, man?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
God no, man. Honestly, Bolo, I mean, like, I'm so disappointed. I'm over here and I'm watching. You may not see me calling to your program more, but I'm sucking in everything like a sponge, bro. It's like, I mean, it is too much now, man. It's
man, it's overwhelming, man.
Overwhelming. And I'm really feel it for those people that is down there in Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth.
On the
other side of the island.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real, man. It's very hurtful. I mean, like, come on.
I thought it was like 200 people I saw them give checks to. Yeah, you know them, man? You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're not give people like 100 people something.
Yeah,
like that,
I mean,
you know,
but 20?
What as you were saying, Bola, what you make a valid point. Why you never take the money, the $6 million, and share it up $60,000 each for each people, and give more people, as they said that, okay then, you have to have your ID and whatever, you know what I mean? Give it to them. If they were doing something like that then to the people them who have their ID and can collect the money, then fine. If they want to make a note of everybody who collecting and know that, well, okay, these are the victims of the people.
Right.
But you're going to put on a program for $6 million.
Plus, 6 million plus.
6 million.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what was reported.
20 people. At the rate about what? $20,000?
Yeah, I mean no. 20 people that got like 75,000 or 500,000.
Come on, man.
But it doesn't matter how much those 20 people got. You use $6 million to keep a conference, like, bro, that is madness, fam.
It is madness, and this is coming out of poor people's pocket. This is the money
that's what I want to ask. Did they use?
Okay, why don't you use $6 million and help put on back some roof and some?
That's what I'm saying. People out there are desperate.
You know what I mean? Make people can get back their livelihood together.
Bro, did you see the line?
Because I want to be Jamaican people, you know. When we make a start, when we get a start, you know, we move.
That is it, my brother. You know, that is it.
That is government have to go, man. I mean, like, yo, the GLP government, I don't like how they roll things.
Did you see?
And honestly,
hold on,
every
hear me?
GLP member who hear this and hear your program and comment stupidness, they agree with the whole nonsense that is going on.
Yeah, hear me, bro?
They are a part of the downfall of Jamaica.
Yo, yeah, hear me?
Yes.
Oh, what may I say? Did you see the video of them giving out $20,000 and the mayhem that was there? Did you see that video?
I didn't see that video.
Mighty God, me have to send it to you. The company news, they said they never expected so much people. So my argument is this.
Expected too much people.
Hold on. My argument is this. From you saw that like a week ago or some days ago, it never clicked to you that this $6 million really, you shouldn't even do this. More people need help. Use the money to help the people. Them. Don't use the money to keep a press conference. This is a cutting ribbon something, you know. That was more to help Andrew Oles look good than to actually help the people, you know. It was about him and not the people, you know.
Brethren, what I'm seeing here, Bolo, and what I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing this government here using the money that they get to aid the people. They are saving it up for the next election, and that's what they are doing.
There's a local government election coming up.
Huh?
There's a local government election coming up.
Yeah, so that's what they're trying to use that money to fund those local government elections.
Why? Virgin,
that's what they are doing.
I can't wrong if you think that, you know. I can't wrong if you have that assumption there.
No, but it's reality.
Mighty God.
I mean, like, watch what's going to happen in this local election that's coming. Watch what's going to happen. I guarantee you, they are going to, and there are some little PMP down there. This is what you're going to get for selling out your vote, for selling. Because when you're selling a vote, you're selling a soul to the devil.
Yes.
This is what happened.
Yes.
To Uno. And everything that is happening right now, Uno at the cost of it.
Yes, I agree with you, my brother.
Who sell them vote, and everybody who sell them vote.
Yes.
The PMP and Labour, right?
Yes.
And being vote for the first time and sell them vote to this government. This is what's supposed to happen. Worse.
Unpatriotic Jamaicans. Yeah. Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Because we don't stand for nothing.
Nothing.
No morals.
Yeah.
We're selling everything, the soul to the devil, man.
Hey, some of them are money and they're worse than the prostitute them where they are Whorehouse.
Huh?
He said some of them are man will sell them vote and then worse than the prostitute them with their whorehouse.
I mean, like, come on, man. Come on.
They're not better than
I can't
them.
believe any time I Benjamin go on that next man. Honestly, yo, they are something else.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I'm really and truly hurt when I see something like this happening.
But me gonna find the video for you still and send it to you, yeah?
Yeah, man, send me the video.
Yeah,
Yesterday
man, I'll find that video there for you, man.
Every time I'm in class, my bishop always pray, and the deacon always pray for Jamaica.
Yes.
And I mean, to see how our Jamaican people, it's like they don't even care. They don't care. How can a leader like, well, Mark Golding, and I'm not going to say that he's perfect.
No.
Nobody's saying that any prime minister or any leader of any country is perfect.
No.
But it's how you deal with the situation, how you deal with the people.
Yes.
To show that, well, all right, they don't really have the welfare of the people at heart. That's what I'm saying? And not just catering for your cronies only, but you're catering for the people of the country.
Yes.
By showing them, okay, yes, this is what I get. Okay, you said this is the amount of money that you'll get. And what the next thing I must ask Bolo is, he said that he'll get over $100 or something million. Is it in the US or in when you get the money, it accumulates to 100 or something million in Jamaica?
Where? From where?
From overseas. The money
anything overseas are US currency, my brother. You have to go. You have to go do the mathematics. But anything overseas, they talk about, they then get from overseas. It's first in US and then it's transferred into Jamaica and after that. So listen, one of the first things that we have to remember, he said, and this was in Parliament, this is on the Ansar, they had 662 million US dollars almost immediately after the storm that they could access. Liquid cash, liquid access. That's what we need to remember. And then judge them from there. What did they do for the people from there after that?
I think God, that they say, look over a couple $billion.
$94 billion, my brother.
Yeah, look a couple $billion.
$94 billion. I did the calculation already. $94 billion.
$4 billion.
Yes, yes.
Jamaica.
Yes. See the video. See the video. I'm going to send you the video right now.
None of those money can go towards the citizens of the country to help build back the house in the corporate area.
And we are the ones that will be paying back
it.
Man. Yeah, and we are the ones that will be paying back it.
Good God Almighty, man. I feel like, yo, what this government is doing, man?
Yo, man, I said the man named evil, bro. The man named evil.
Oh my God, man.
Evil. Evil.
It's hard. I mean, in Canada, you're my youth. I'm sitting down in Canada. I never talk about my workplace because I work at the Parliament here, right? And every time I work amongst the workers in here, they are watching Jamaica. They are seeing everything that is going on in Jamaica, and they are coming to me and asking me, how is it going on in Jamaica? How is your country? I heard it is very badly damaged. How the people are coping? Is the government down there taking care of the people? You know what I mean? And Bolo, honestly to God, one more thing I can say, well, they're getting over. They're coming through. They're pulling through.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
So shame to say the government of the country is not dealing with the people in the right way. I can't say something like that. I mean, like, I'm so ashamed to talk about it.
Yes.
And then I have two Bolo labor right at the side from Jamaica working, where I look at them and I wonder sometimes, are they right? Are they conscious in their mind? I mean, like, yo, they move just like a labor right, they act just like a labor right, they talk just like a labor right. And I'm saying, what is it that is done in Jamaica? Can they point to something that the government is doing that is maintaining Jamaica morals, building the country in that sense then, to show the world that yes, this government is worthy of what he is doing, and the people them is with him 100%, and you know, even though crying, but at least he's still doing something. What is it he's doing that these guys are so happy about and boasty about? Like, what is it he's doing? Because every time I pick up the phone and call Jamaica, he's crying.
Hey, Ben.
Crying.
Ben, I want to give you another perspective what just come to me a while ago. You remember all of the promises them where the government promised the people to win the election, right?
Right.
After Hurricane Minister, he said, you know, we won't be able to fulfill some of those promises, you know. And you're telling me that the people them get damaged and they did not try to facilitate the people after not being able to fulfill the promises them what them say. So Jamaica before did have problems, and then it added to Hurricane Melissa. They promised to relieve the problems by doing this and this and this. Then they tell us they can't get to do that. They have an opportunity with this money to actually get things accelerated as fast as possible. Just like what Ralston Hyman was saying. He was saying the money need to get the economy up and running as quick as possible. The longer they take, the deeper hole that we're going to be financially. And I'm saying their actual movement says to me that they're doing this on purpose. They are literally sinking the country on purpose, in my opinion, and making people's lives, unbearable.
Bolo, let me tell you this, Bridget. I told you. I'm watching the election. I mean, from the election, I don't call you. You notice I don't call the phone because I was so pissed.
Yeah, man.
These people.
And you alone, a whole part of people.
Want anything good here, man.
Whole part of people.
They don't need anything. No, these people don't want
nothing good. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
So whatever they get now is what they vote for.
Yeah.
This is what they vote for. So they get in it. Let me tell you something, man. Everything that is happening on the face of the earth, whether it is man-made or it is
natural,
God ordained it to happen the way how it happened.
Yes.
Why? Because there are some wicked set of nation of people in Jamaica that need shake up, because when they get the thing to do the right thing, they go against what God ordained and then go again and when them get beaten, them start to bar. Listen to me, Nugent. More devastation is coming to Jamaica under the hands of this government. And trust me, Jamaica going to feel it the hard.
Yeah.
I exaggerate on it. And it may not sound good as a Jamaican. I'm saying this, bro.
Yeah.
It's going to be very devastating.
True, man.
What is going to be devastating? Because guess what? Mark Golden come out and tell these people, said, okay, I'm going to do this for you. This is what's going to happen. I was so amazed by his when I never feel so comfortable about manifesto before.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. The manifesto was really, it was created with love for real, man.
Yeah. Put together.
Yeah, man.
Bolo, honestly to God,
yeah, man.
I can't believe.
They don't want a good, man.
Jamaica really go get that.
Yeah, they don't want a good.
And then now when them said, okay, Jamaica prosperity. Okay, fine. Prosperity for Jamaica. So with the prosperity now, is this the prosperity that Jamaica is getting? I start past over the 3 months now, and I know nobody cannot get back their livelihood together. The government is dragging his feet. He's not doing shit. I mean, let me kind of calm my word down.
Yeah.
He's not doing ish. I mean, like, come on. What is the prosperity all about? Prosperity is something that is pure green. Green field lying on before you.
The question is,
just go on,
the question is prosperity for who?
Reap the fruits. There's no fruits to reap. There is no farm to reap fruit. Farm mash up. This mash up. When I heard about the healthcare sector down in Jamaica, honestly, the other day I heard you put out when I was listening, you put out an article and a video with Christopher Tufton, with the PMP, what is name? Gosh, no, not Mark Golden. It was when you're from Portland, man. Gosh, so the guy.
Isaac Buchanan.
It's not from Portland.
Isaac Buchanan.
Eh?
Isaac Buchanan.
Not Isaac Buchanan, man.
Daryl Vaz.
The guy that name again, man. Oh my God.
Daryl Vaz. Oh, Colin Bell.
Colin Bell.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
He was putting out an article about it because I heard you posted. And he was saying something like, okay, the first government that was in power, which is put out make a budget for $6 billion in a time of leadership, and more people get more done.
Yes.
In a time of leadership.
Yes.
Now this government put out $140 billion in its budget to fix healthcare sector, the police force, and you name it. And you are telling me nothing not done, it's less growth than what the previous
administration
done, and leave for you to pick up the pieces. Then I just said, okay, the previous leader messed up the country,
right?
Because I don't get that straight, because I mean the previous government take us out of IMF mode,
right?
Because we were in the
exactly
mode of the IMF.
It was a real bad situation.
All the sweetie from Jamaica going into the IMF mode, right? Every little sweetie that come from Jamaica going back to the IMF. PJ Patterson take us out of the IMF and set back Jamaica now on his feet. And we know if we fix ourselves now and start to do the right thing, to build back Jamaica the right way.
Yes.
And whatever interest that we do in Jamaica, when we do this stuff in Jamaica, whatever interest we gain, will steer right back on and spin back round in Jamaica, not with outside of the country. You know what I mean? This government now come in and go right back into the IMF mode, but drag we back in the IMF. That means that we have to have more debt, more bills to pay, all our income going right back into the IMF mode. Now, embargo on us now with Trump talking about traveling embargo. We never have that with the previous leader.
Yeah, when it comes to the when it comes to healthcare, we never have that. No, it's really bad.
So
for
where
children.
the prosperity is
there's no prosperity, but me have to go slide there now. Me have to go slide there now.
The labor right that we vote in for this government, they are a part of this.
Yeah, man.
System.
All they told us is that they love corruption, brother. That's it. All they told us is that they love evil. That's when them do that. But me have to go run here, because I want to do one more thing before me leave.
Bless yourself, brother.
Yeah, man. So you can tune in and listen to that part.
Yeah.
Alright, respect. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so time is against me. I was scrolling through, let me see. I was scrolling through Facebook and saw this post. It says, the Ministry of Education has individuals with ministerial positions. Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, Rhoda Crawford, and Marlon Morgan, right? Since their appointment, I have not heard one serious legislation from these clueless government officials who are collectively earning in excess of $40 million per year. Mighty God. Clueless Morrison in ministry statement, in the statement said the government acquired learning kits from UNICEF My question is to do what? With learning loss of 300 with learning loss 300 learning kit that Kwabena Martin says incompatible to learning experience of Jamaican children. 3 backward thinkers. I am sorry for the children of Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple things struck me there. But one of the things that struck me the most, 40 million. These 3 individuals are acquiring $40 million per year. 40 million. Last time I checked, 312s are 36. You understand? So you're telling me between the 3 of them, over $3 million per month is being allocated from our tax dollars to pay them? Guys, have you seen the amount of work that these 3 together do in a month? Do you believe that they are supposed to be paid $3 million collectively, all 3 of them put together in a 1 barrel worth $3 million? Like the person said on the post, I have not heard one serious legislation from these clueless government officials. The other day, Marlon Morgan was in the parliament disrupting Mr. Lambert Brown when he was making a serious point. He even was disturbing Donna Scott Motley. One big empty barrel in a parliament. I say Rhoda the quiet barrel. You understand? She don't really talk. And then Dana Morris Dixon, I don't even like to hear her speak. But the argument of this money attack writer, so this a person whoever write this on Facebook. It's a solid argument. Andrew only pay them people so much money. Him just have that power there. The system of Jamaica's politics really needs to change. I'm talking about an entire reform. No doubt about it. Unbelievable. 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 Jamaica is gold and oil rich. So them say. Alright. I think that's it. I wanted to read this article real quick. Let me see. Hey, man, I tell you, say, Sophia, Miss Sophia. She a go through it, She a go through it. Even though my money they behind bars, she a go through it. She going through it, guys. She going through it. Pray for that lady here, because she have to let it go at some point, and so we will take her away from this world as well. That pressure mentally, spiritually, that pressure there, it will take her away as well. Let me read the article. Jamaica adoption of nuclear power could be 2 decades away. Working prototypes may emerge within 4 to 6 years, according to the professor leading the country's nuclear energy planning efforts. Professor Charles Grant, who chairs the working group developing Jamaica's nuclear implementation roadmap, said the timeline follows the International Atomic Energy Agency's standardized approach for countries adopting nuclear power for the first time. What we have done to date is using the IAEA's milestone approach to adoption to nuclear energy for electricity generation. we have applied standard modules to generate a roadmap for Jamaica, Professor Grant told the financial Gleaner. Grant, who heads the International Center for the Environment and Nuclear Science, ICENS, at the University of the West Indies, mighty God, Mona, said the roadmap identifies 19 essential infrastructure points that must be achieved to establish such a project, including funding, siting, and human resource development. Goes on to say in December 2023, Grant was appointed chair of the Nuclear Energy Working Committee, tasked with implementing cabinet decisions to develop the roadmap. The plan, designed to unfold over about 20 years pending government approvals, was presented last year to then Minister of Science, Energy and Technology, Darrell Vaz, before the general election. Grant cautioned, however, that nuclear power would not be approved without a comprehensive public education campaign on the technology and its safety. That now got me, General. Them are people that don't believe in education. Safety and security are of utmost importance first, and that has to be proven to us right now. There are about 70 to 80 designs globally, of which maybe 10 to 15 may be suitable for Jamaica. A typical small modular reactor, you hear that? A typical small modular reactor, mighty God, a typically small modular reactor, SMR, right, under consideration would generate up to 100 megawatts. Similar to local gas and diesel plants, while occupying about 0.25 kilometers square of land, roughly the size of a plantation. Jamaica's electricity grid capacity is around 1.0 gigawatt, with the Jamaica Public Service Company supplying about 60%, and the independent powers producers the rest. According to the 2020 the IAEA report, the capital cost of the SMR ranges from US $2,000 to US $6,000 per kilowatt, translating to about US 200 million on the low end for a 100 MW megawatt reactor. Cost depends on factors such as reactor's design, regulation, operation, fuel supply, and waste disposal. By contrast, a full-size reactor, would generate around 1.2 gigawatt, more than 100 times the output of an SMR, and exceeding Jamaicans' total demand. Having such a great deal of energy in a relatively small volume of material has drawbacks. Well, what kind of drawback now? In the event of an incident with loss of cooling, there is sufficient energy to melt the fuel. The advantage of SMR is that there is not sufficient energy in the core to melt the fuel, even without cooling. So basically, you must say the SMR is better than the other option. This is the concept of inherent safety, Grant explained. The government, in October 2024, the government signed a memorandum. Hold on, almost done. In 2024, the government signed a memorandum of understanding with Atomic Energy of Canada Limited and Canada Nuclear Laboratories Limited to advance nuclear technology adoption. Grant noted, however, that the committee is also exploring reactor options worldwide. He said one of the next steps is public education to dispel concerns rooted outdated technology. I know there are anti-nuclear folks out there. Oh, you already know, sir. I am not even trying to have any. Big up yourself, I am redeemed. No joke. Thanks for being here. You know, you say your phone sounded. Respect. Yeah, so there's a lot of us anti-nuclear people out here, brother. That's a fact. And understandably so, if you were talking about old designs. But to me, looking at those old reactors is like comparing a Model T Ford to a BYD. The difference is stark. He said, the working committee is now awaiting new mandate from the office of the Prime Minister after the science portfolio was reassigned to Minister without portfolio, Dr. Andrew Wheatley. Mighty God, we're in a trouble. We're in a trouble. We're in a trouble. Back in 2024, Prime Minister Andrew Holness reaffirmed his government unwavering commitment to diversify the country's energy portfolio with new, clean and sustainable alternatives. He noted that France generates about 68% of its electricity from nuclear power, while Canada derives about 15% from the source. End of the article. So basically what I must say is that this option, you know, this new technology, this new design, what he must say, the man, Mr. Grant, is that, yo, we understand the concern, but we're not talking about some old model. This don't have them same problem there, right? But we shall see what we shall see, ladies and gentlemen. In closing, we're calling on a full explanation from Pernell Charles Jr. and Andrew Holness in regards to the claims that was made by the people that are volunteering to do assessments. Right? And if people are not being treated properly within the space to do assessments, then the people that are suffering are going to suffer some more. You understand? It's like everything in that area is just sufferation. And I want to play this clip before I go. This last clip before I go. I sent it to the brethren for him watch for himself. But listen to this.
To revisit the registration process for its solidarity program aimed at assisting Hurricane Melissa victims.
For a second time in days, chaos reigned as persons tried to get their names on the list for the $20,000 cash grant.
We visited Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth on Monday to observe the process.
Alicia Williams has our story.
Scenes outside the Northeast St. Elizabeth constituency office Monday morning. Staff members overwhelmed as hundreds of people gathered at the office to sign up for the $20,000 grant for Hurricane Melissa victims under the Solidarity Program.
We have a lot of persons here, and even in saying that, we have to call for members of the security force to also assist us because it has been total chaos.
In fact, before midday, over 1,000 people had signed up for the grant, and the number kept climbing as the day progressed.
I won't say if everybody here will get through, to be honest, but most persons indeed, they will benefit from what has been offered here today.
So what about the persons who don't get through? Can they come back?
Right, well, we have to really find out the necessary information as it relates to that. I believe there will be additional funds, but as the time progresses, we will find out more information about that.
However, some of the people here were not deterred by the size of the crowd or the wait time. Take this man, for instance, who told us his house was destroyed by the hurricane.
Even to drink or anything you can buy, you know,
it's, however, clear.
So, Andrew, the $6 million, the $6 million that is alleged to be used to keep one conference, to give away money to 20 plus persons. You see a man right here, so out of hundreds of people, when entire house destroyed. You think he wouldn't want $60,000 out of the money there? If he might go wait in line, right? If he might go wait in, you know the man they keep a ceremony, and you would think that the people them where I get the check is a brand new house them get. or one key to one house. Yo, the money major in the minor, you know. The money major in the minor. The money is not even for them. And people from overseas are help with. And our same money. And they are presenting it away to make it look like, say, they are the best. Oh my God, they took money from their pockets and gave the people of St. Elizabeth to build back their homes. And so the government make it look, you know, just to make it appear to be that they're doing something. After 3 months. It's a crying shame. Crying shame.
Clear that more 50 residents in hurricane-ravaged parishes have received payments of $500,000 under the government.
50 residents. 50 residents are 50. 50, you know. Because I say I can't 20. I must more than that. So 50 residents. 50, you know. And the man then spent $6+ million to give 50 residents. Mighty God. Not even 100, not even, me I said 200. Not even 200 residents. You know how much thousands of people lose them home? Mm, 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 mm. 50. How much days gone since Hurricane Melissa? 90 days? And you guys don't even. 3 months pass and a 50 smaddy on again. And I create this big. Not 550. Jamaica, I'm gone, you know. I'm gone. I don't think I need to say anything more. This is absolutely ridiculous. We are living in a time warp. Like, I don't even understand how Adisa said the people getting exactly what they deserve. Boy, Adisa, the good are suffer for the bad. Let me just say that. The good is suffering for the bad. Let me leave it right there, so. I can't even argue with them. I can't even, because them take money and make them buy out them vote, just like Ben said earlier upon the phone. Right? Some of them sabotage them hand, put ink on it and don't vote. Right? My lady from St. Elizabeth, when I run against Flight Green, I'm telling you, them really do a lot to make sure say that lady they don't get the vote them where she get. Jamaica only no wanna good enough. Somehow no. Me can just see that lady in a parliament and fight for the people them down a fair side there, so down a St. Elizabeth. Sell them vote. One box of KFC and $5,000. Terrible, man. Terrible.
Men's restoration of owner or occupant family shelters roofs programs are. As more persons get help, the government has tasked the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency, MOCA, to identify any instances of fraud in the initiative. After months of waiting post-Hurricane Melissa, the government has begun the disbursement of financial assistance to Jamaicans whose homes were damaged or destroyed. Under the $10 million roofs program, payments for severe damage valued at up to $500,000 have officially commenced.
The government has also issued so far to 50 persons who have been assessed as having severe damage. So far, since we have started, which was just today, 50 persons have gotten their $500,000 grant to restore their roof.
Households with...
May I try to figure out why them are clap? That's what I try to figure out, you know. Why are they clapping? I don't understand. 3 months pass Why are they clapping? You know, I have to go back to the clip with Shaka, you know. I have to go back to the clip with Shaka. No.
Lot of people.
I have to go back to that clip, yeah.
All over the world support different parties. And Jamaicans in diaspora, you have GLP supporters and you have PNP supporters.
I have to go back to this.
Hear me now.
Yeah.
Hear me now. If your father is a wealthy man and have enough money and you are suffer, you're hungry, you live out a door, a tapal in the house, and your daddy loaded,
yeah,
and not give you no money,
yeah,
and watch your 2, 3, 4 months of suffer, would you say that your father is caring about you?
Not at all.
And I say that to say this, my people. All the people who have been affected by Hurricane Melissa. I'm going to go very slow. I'm going to take down this. The government of Jamaica, don't listen to people. Listen to me. The government of Jamaica, within days after the hurricane, could have put back a roof over everybody's head before December. You hear me say? The government, the Andrew Holness-led administration, was in a position to put back shelter over everybody who lose them house and lose their roof before Christmas. Now, why didn't they do it? And when we said they were in the position, Sister Tanya, people might say, Brother Leaford, Palmer, how you know say the man did have, or you know say the government have money? Because I see GLP bloggers and broadcasters saying that the government never have no money. All right? Listen to this.
We received US 91 million from the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, CRIF, one of the largest payouts ever made in the region. And then we had US $150 million under the catastrophe bond, because immediately based upon parametric thresholds. In addition, we had US $285 billion available through the IDB's
Wagwan action, big up yourself, my brother.
Contingent credit facility for rapid liquidity support, which was upsized to $300 million, and US $42 million scalable to US $84 million available on request under the World Bank's catastrophe deferred drawdown option. Madam Speaker, this totals approximately US $662 million in liquidity that was available almost immediately following the hurricane.
Listen, 662 million US dollars them have almost immediately after the hurricane. When me see some clown out there, I said people must wait and the government not have no money. You know a set of dummies.
Dum-dums, bro.
You know just come on social media and run off on the mouth.
Chattings.
You know not worthy.
They're not ready for you. I don't lie.
You all are not worthy. The government of Jamaica. Do the calculation. That not include the donations, you know. Let me touch it back again. And this was said in the parliament. You hear him say, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, this totals approximately US $662 million in liquidity that was available almost immediately following the hurricane.
But with this issue, and
so $662 million. Hey, respect action. Thank you so much for the cash app, bro. That phone, however, the screen crack. But I'm going to put the cash up on the next phone, bro. The car run over that phone, so we can't look on it right now. But thank you for the catch up, my brother. Thank you for you're always supporting the platform, always supporting me. You understand? You know what I mean? Subscribing, anything you do for support, I appreciate you. Alright? Respect. Hope all is well with you and your family. You see it? But ladies and gentlemen, 662 million US dollars was ready almost immediately after Hurricane Melissa. And persons still have not gotten adequate help from the government in regards to putting a roof back over their head or helping them in that capacity. It has been people from outside the country. It has been people from outside the government that is from the country, living outside the country. It has been people outside the government that lives in Jamaica that has been helping the people more than the government after 3 months. And there's no arguing that. There's no arguing that. There has been entities outside of Jamaica, World Health Kitchen, all of them. I tell you, boy, I tell you. I am really saddened that we are in this position that we are, and we have the people representing us in government that we have. I don't know when is local government election, you know, but I would really like the people of Jamaica. We know that there's a corrupt election process. But in terms of this local government election, I really want the people to come out and really overcrowd the system with their numbers. Let it be said that you did your part this time. Don't let it be said that you sat back and you did not contribute in any way where real tangible change for the country is possible. It starts with your vote. And I'm sick and tired of people telling me that, oh, the two parties are the same. If you believe that, you know that there's a third party, right? I keep saying this. If you believe that, there's no reason why the majority of Jamaica did not vote. Because it was under 40%. There's no reason why the majority of Jamaica did not vote in the last election. No reason. If you didn't want to vote for Andrew or Mark, you should have voted for the UIC. By default. By default, you should have came out at Rebels and voted for the UIC. By default. So there's no excuses, ladies and gentlemen. Right? It's either you're going to be a part of your liberation or you are going to sit back while your freedom is being stripped away from you and you go back to being a slave. Because I don't think you guys realize that that's what is happening right now. The politicians are empowering themselves more and more and taking away less and less power from we the people. More and more power from we the people. Our power is being undermined through corrupt practices. They abuse our tax dollars. They abuse our volunteers. They abuse our doctors and our nurses. They abuse our teachers. They abuse our good policemen. They abuse anybody that has the audacity to stand up and exercise their freedom of speech. They even threaten their lives, ladies and gentlemen. I say again, a threat to Andre Stevens is a threat to every member of this fraternity. of freedom. And you just now call a threat to Andre Stevens is a threat to every single member of our fraternity, independent media. And all of us don't agree on every single thing regarding things that happen in the country. And we shouldn't. But everybody agrees that this government has to go. Everybody agrees. Everybody. Every well-thinking Jamaican agrees that this government has to go. Just a talk about Andre. Andre just send a message say he might take a break tonight. Take a break, brother. I'm most tired. Yes, Myrtle, it does. It does make sense. It does make sense. Every election makes sense. Every election. And this is coming from somebody that didn't used to want to engage in those things. And when I tell you I understand, I truly get it. Afi, how you doing? This phone here not charging now. What him name? I want to play one thing where, as a matter of fact, I'm going to leave you now. People, I have a premiere coming at 6:15 p.m. on the show. Yeah, 6:15 p.m. Pretty much what we're talking about right now in terms of hurricane relief, but on a different angle is in that video. All right, me soon talk to you. Oh Lord. Me soon talk to you. Me come off our live. Yeah, so 6:15, there's a video dropping that I want you guys to go and take and check out. See it here? So persons on TikTok, subscribe. This is gonna premiere 6:15. See it there? Premiering 6:15. Truly is heartless. Yeah, man. Colin Bell and Apostle Jeffrey Shuttleworth. Guys, check it out, alright? See you guys later. People on TikTok, make sure you go over to my YouTube, my TikTok,